So regarding URM motion, so I'll take this uniform acceleration and retardation motion. So in this now I will start constructing. I think we had left over here. So once you divide this angle of ascent and angle of descent, the next procedure for URM is such that first what you can do, from this initial position I will take on construction line. From this extreme end to the extreme end at the top side for the ascent, I will join a line. Then it will cut the middle of the entirely of this entire rise time, that is a stroke time, that is 40 mm. So if you go and intersect it, it will be exactly at the middle of this, that is 20 mm. So what you have to do at this middle line, you need to divide this line into 6 equal parts, because you are divided here into 6 equal parts. So the center line also will divide into 6 equal parts. So below this intersection point, we will be getting 2 points below and 2 points above. So that point I will locate. So you can take one point, that is exactly this length is known to you, that is 40. So 40 by 6, so around 6 point something. So that 6 point something you can mark it over here. I will just show you the point by more thickness so that it will be more clear. Okay, then around again dividing into 6 point something. So here and here. So you take exactly, I am just taking roughly the equal parts. Then you have to take the line from here, from the center of the, from this extreme starting point, and then join this thing. Then similarly from the top side you join these lines, this to this corner. Okay, now you will be getting the intersection points, that is, if I number this from the starting as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then again continuing from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and then 12. You can take convenient numbers. Sometimes some take ABCD or 1, 2, 3, anything is okay, no problem. You can take any numbering, it is only for your convenience. You can take up to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 6. Then again you can take 6, this one as a 6 dash, then 5 dash, then 4 dash, 3 dash and 2 dash, then 1 dash, and then again back to this 0. So like that, some according to some procedure they can take any numbering. In some books you will be getting numbering like this, and sometimes any numbering can be done, no compulsion for that. Then the first line, whatever first point is going to intersect, so from there you have to join a smooth curve. Okay, so the first point I will just zoom it and show you. So here you can see the first point here, this will be the first point, I will mark and show you. So here this will be the first point, intersection of this one. Then from next one, next second line, here intersection of this point. Then this center one. Next fourth connection, fourth crossing this point, then last intersection of this point. Okay, and finally this. So you have to join this smooth curve. So by free hand you try to draw the curve. Okay, so with free hand you need to draw. So like this you'll be getting the curve. Okay, so make this curve little bit darker. Okay, so same procedure you need to repeat it on the written part. Okay, and even you can number these things. So what I will do, I will number these things as 1 dash, then 2 dash, then 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, and then 6 dash. Okay, so I'll number like this. Next, same way I will do for the written part. See, so 6 to 12 now, the same thing I will do. So line again, construction line I will take, then from this to the last one I will just join this, then from this I will take the two parts here above, so I will join this line, then from here again two equal parts at the top side, so total here 3 equal parts you can see above this line and 3 equal parts below. So same way I will join from here. So total the center line, that is the third line on this part, ascent part, and ninth line, number line on the descent part. So this you have to divide into again 6 equal parts, that is 40 by 6. So whatever lift or stroke will be given, that you have to divide by 6 equal parts. If that is given, you have to divide by 6, then it will be 5. Here it is 40, so you got 40 by 6 parts, so around 6 point something you got. Okay, so same thing you have to do. Next again crossing of this intersection of these points. So I'll directly draw the curve. You understood the procedure. So from here again this curve, intersection of this thing, then the center one, then this center, then this intersection, and finally this intersection. Okay, so this curve I will make it dark. Okay, and this also I have to make it dark because this will be continuous. To show this again, this also I will make dark. Okay, so finally you will be getting this type of displacement diagram. Okay, so I'll continue this numbering this. So this becomes 6 dash, then 7 dash, 8 dash, then 9 dash, then 10 dash, then 11 dash, then finally this 12. Okay, so like this you will be getting the displacement diagram. This is by URM method. So after getting the displacement diagram, the same distances, that is what you draw from 1 to 1 dash, 2 to 2 dash, 3 to 3 dash, 4 to 4 dash, 5 to 5 dash, this length you need to take in the rounder or from the scale. That distances you are going to transfer it in the cam profile that you are going to draw later after this. Okay, so we are not solving any problem, just I am giving you the construction procedure of displacement diagram. So first I will explain you both the type of procedure what you are going to solve in the problems. So like this you need to draw the displacement diagram. Okay, any doubt in this, you ask me. Is it clear? Hello?
Understood, sir.
So you do according to this displacement diagram, and next same way I will construct the displacement diagram by SHM method. Okay, that is simple harmonic motion. So I already kept it ready. So I already told you also. So you can keep this type of the displacement diagram ready. So I will explain you the simple harmonic motion method, that is SHM. Okay, sometimes it will be given as simple harmonic motion or SHM. So in this case, what I have to do is same procedure, same angle, same values, everything. I will use the same thing just to for your construction purpose. I am showing you. So first thing what you have to do in the simple harmonic motion is that your whatever length of the stroke is given. Okay, so based on that length of the stroke, you need to consider the diameter value, that is 40 mm as diameter and 20 mm as radius, and you have to draw a half circle over here. Okay, so for example this is 40 mm, so the center half of this displacement diagram will be 20 mm, so 20 mm radius half circle you have to draw. Okay, so I will show you how to take this. So you can use the rounder. So from the center of this, okay, from the center of this and radius of 20 mm, I will draw a arc and I'll complete one half circle like this. Okay, I will make it dark so that you can understand, but this all these are construction. Okay, everything will be light. All this construction, everything should be light. Only the profile what you're going to draw it, that is displacement, like this curve, this only curve should be dark, rest all will be construction line. Okay, so once you draw this, I'll just zoom it and show you. Okay, so like this you got one half circle. Now divide this half circle into 6 equal parts, means it should be same equal number of parts what you have taken in the rise time and the return time. Okay, so I will divide this into 6 equal parts. So from this one to this center, so this will be the first one. So total 180 degree divided by 6 equal parts means you will be getting 30-degree
That
angle. Okay, so 30, 60, 90, 120, like that you can take the angles. So I will also draw it. So like this you will divide. Now give the numbering I will give in the same manner. So start from here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6. Okay, left to gear. Okay, then same way I will mark the numbering here also, so that you can get the intersection points easily. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one 6. Okay, got it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then what you have to do is that you have to draw a line from 1, and it will meet the line 1 here. Okay, then 2 point, second point will meet the second one, then third one, same line here, should meet the third line over here, then fourth one should meet the fourth line here, and the fifth one should meet the fifth, and sixth will be as it is at the top one. Okay, now with this intersection points you need to draw the curve. This will be for SHM curve. Okay, so again I will take one curve. So you also draw with free hand. So intersection of these points, so I got the curve like this. I will make this dark. Okay, so we will be getting the curve like this. Okay, so I can number this as 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, then 5 dash, then 6 dash. Okay, then in the same way I can do this now on the written part. Okay, next I will continue the same points over here. So I will continue here 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, 10, 11, and then 12. Okay, now what you have to do is that now continue the same line. So when you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, again it will come back to the same like this. So 5, then you can take this one as 6, after that 7. So 7 should be on the same with respect to 5. So to avoid confusion I will number here one more thing. So 7, then this will be 8, then 9, then 10, and then 11, and the last one here. Okay, no need to show this number again 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I understood. So this is next line, whatever will be there, that will be extended up to 7 also. So I will take the line, then the same this one up will be drawn and continued up to 7. Next this one 8, so same thing will be continued up to 8. Next same way it should come from here up to 9. Then same way this will be up to 10, and the same way from here up to 11. Then join the intersection points. from here intersection of this so this will be dark. Okay, and one more line here, it should complete. This will be also dark. Okay, so same way you will be getting the 7 dash, then 8 dash, 9 dash, 10 dash, then 11 dash, sorry, numbering I think this will be 6, no? Yes. Continues from 6 dash, 7 dash, 8 dash, 9 dash, 10 dash, 11 dash, and then 12 dash. Okay, so we'll be getting the curve of displacement here in the form of SHM. Okay, both the methods are clear. Hello.
Got sir.
Okay.
Got sir.
So you have to practice this both the methods. Okay, and in exam any combination can be asked. Like for example, now I have done these two procedures, ascent and descent by both URM motion here and SHM motion both by rise and that is ascent and descent both by SHM. But here sometimes in question what will be asked, the ascent part is in SHM and descent part is in URM. So combination of like that also can be asked. So what will happen in that case, if SHM is ascent, you have to do the first part with SHM, and if the second part he has given URM, so you have to follow this the descent part what you have done in URM construction, that you do on the descent part. So in exam combination will be asked. Sometimes the ascent part will be URM and then descent part will be SHM. Okay, that time you have if descent part is in the SHM, so that time you can draw as a half circle on the right side, no problem. Okay, you will be getting the same thing, only it will be reversed now. Okay, so like that you can construct this ascent and descent. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
Okay, so now based on this procedure, then we have to draw the cam profile. So that I will tell when we will solve the problems. Okay, so first let us understand the different types of motion. So based on that I have explained you both the things. So just now you have seen the construction procedure for URM. So when the displacement follow various parabolically, actually with respect to the angular displacement of the cam, that is uniform acceleration retardation motion, and you can see the velocity and acceleration plot which is shown in this. Okay, for this thing. So this will be for the rise part and this will be for the return part. So like that the displacement will be on the y-axis. So here it will be nothing but stroke or lift, like that something will be given in the question, S or in the form of H. Okay, then this will be the construction procedure what you have seen, and then like this velocity and acceleration diagram will be done. Now regarding the calculation, so note down these formulas. So when the uniform acceleration retardation motion is there, you have to use these formulas, that is velocity, maximum velocity during outstroke, that is during the rise, or this is during the ascent part. Okay, so during the rise or during the ascent part, so different names, by different names it can be given in the question, rise, ascent or outstroke. So different names are there. Then return stroke, return stroke, that is can be given as fall or descent or return stroke. Anything can be given in the question. So these all are nothing but same meaning. Okay. So in that you have to use the formula 2 omega into h divided by theta naught. Okay, means what is this? 2, you know, omega is nothing but the speed, angular speed, that is 2 pi n by 60. 2 pi n by 60. Omega is 2 pi n by 60 and speed will be given in the question. H will be nothing but the stroke length or the rise, that is I just now I told this length. This length will be nothing but the value of h, or sometimes given as s also. So it will be 2 omega into h divided by, this is the angle of ascent. Theta naught is nothing but that in the question what we solved now, we have taken 120 degree. So it will be 120 degree. But this you have to take in the radians. This you have to take in the radians. Many students do the same mistake, but they take the angle in the degrees. Then they get wrong answers. So for all theta, you have to take radians only. Okay. Similarly, the return stroke, the formula is 2 omega into h divided by theta r. Okay. Same equation, just this is for the rise part, this is for the return part. So this is the angle of return stroke, that is the angle of descent. So whatever angle you take in the return part, that will be the angle. So that is theta r. Next, acceleration formula, just it is square of that, it is 4 omega square h divided by theta naught square. And similarly for acceleration, it is AR, it is 4 omega square into h divided by theta r square. So these are the formulas to calculate velocity and acceleration during outstroke and the return stroke by UARM method, uniform acceleration retardation motion. So remember this equation to solve the problem. Next one, simple harmonic motion. So just now we have done the simple harmonic motion. So for that, when you draw displacement diagram like this, and you can see now combination of SHM and URM both are given. So the SHM is used for the outstroke and URM is used for the return stroke. Okay, so you will be getting two combinations over here. Like you can see velocity and acceleration, the figures will be like this. Okay, so but formula for taking by using simple harmonic motion. So maximum velocity during outstroke will be this one, pi omega h divided by 2 theta naught. You don't take this for starting one. Okay, just note down this equation, final equation. You don't have derivations and all for this, so directly you can note down the equation. So pi omega h into divided by 2 theta. Once it for the outstroke it is 2 theta O here and 2 theta R. Then for same way maximum acceleration, pi square omega square h divided by 2 theta naught square. Then maximum acceleration during the return stroke, pi square omega square h divided by 2 theta r square. Okay, so note down this equations for simple harmonic motion. Only these terms you remember. Okay, the first one not required. So just to note down this. Okay. So same way how you got acceleration, retardation motion and simple harmonic motion, there is one more motion, that is cycloidal motion. Okay, that will cover later. That is a little bit complex method, so that we'll see later. First we'll solve with these two methods, and again to solve this there are actually the different types of followers. So one I told you, you have a knife edge. Okay, knife edge follower, and one other is the roller follower. So the procedure for knife and the roller will be little bit different. Okay, and for this both things, one radial will be there, that is it is in axis, like what I had shown here. So this is a type of radial when the axis is follower and the cam axis will be same. Okay, so we'll be using this one knife edge, and one will be using roller. So these two you have to solve for your syllabus, that is these two are there for your syllabus, knife and roller, and one with radial and then one with the offset. So this also will for this one, and this one is there. So total 4 types you have to study. One is knife edge with radial and offset, and roller with radial and offset. Okay, so 4 type of problems I will solve. Okay, so you have to practice this 4 type of things, and motion can be anything. So displacement diagram, URM, SHM, whatever according to question you have to take, but cam profile, whatever is there according to the follower you need to do in the exam. Okay, any doubts still here? Hello?
Yes, sir. Got, sir.
Okay, so I'll stop.